Three,
The Berlin Wall just came down. The Cold War is gasping its last breath. And in the middle of Moscow's Pushkin Square, a line of 30,000 people snakes around the block, not for bread, not for freedom, but for a Big Mac. That wasn't a food event. That was a geopolitical statement wrapped in a sesame seed bun. And here's the thing nobody tells you. McDonald's didn't get to that moment by making great food. It got there by doing something far more devious. It convinced the world it was in the burger business. Beat, it wasn't. Let's start where almost nobody starts, with two brothers in San Bernardino, California. 1940, Dick and Mac McDonald opened a drive-in restaurant. Car hops, big menu, slow service. Classic American diner. Nothing special. Then they did something genuinely brilliant. They fired everyone, slashed the menu down to 9 items, and redesigned the kitchen like a damn assembly line. They called it the speedy service system. Burgers in 30 seconds. Consistent. Fast. Cheap. A 15-cent hamburger that people could, quote, buy and by the bag. By the mid-50s, they had 10 locations and zero ambition to go further. That was their fatal mistake. Because a milkshake machine salesman was watching. Ray Kroc was 52 years old, had a bad hip, and was selling multi-mixer milkshake machines for a living. He noticed the McDonald brothers had ordered 8 of his machines. One restaurant. 8 machines. Something was going on. He visited, saw the operation, and had a vision that the brothers simply didn't. He became their franchise agent in 1954. Opened his first McDonald's system incorporated franchise in Des Plaines, Illinois in April 1955. Beat. Then, after 6 years of watching the brothers be fine with just fine, he bought them out in 1961 for $2.7 million. The brothers thought they'd made a killing. In today's money, that deal was worth around $28 million. The brand they sold? Worth over $40 billion today. So how do you run 43,000 restaurants without losing your mind? You don't. You make other people do it. Today, approximately 95% of all McDonald's locations are franchise operated. McDonald's corporate only runs a small slice directly, and even that exists primarily as a training ground, a testing lab for new menu items and operational systems before rolling them out at scale. The franchise model is obscenely profitable. Company-operated restaurants? Around 15% operating margins after all costs. Franchise locations? 82% operating margins for corporate. Because the franchisee handles cost of goods, labor, and operations. McDonald's just collects rent and royalties and counts its money. And the franchisees aren't complaining. They're joining a system with the most recognized brand on earth, a built-in customer base, and decades of operational playbooks refined by Hamburger University. Yes, that's a real thing McDonald's runs to train franchisees. A university. Beat for hamburgers. So why can the dickheads at Burger King catch up? Why can't Wendy's? Why can't anyone? 3 moats. Each one reinforcing the others. First, the land. Competitors can copy any menu item in weeks. Nobody is replicating 70 years of premium real estate locked in 119 countries. That land does not move. Beat, by definition. Second, scale. McDonald's serves so many customers it negotiates supplier costs that smaller chains literally cannot access. Lower costs, lower prices, more customers, repeat forever. It compounds like a villain origin story. Third, the brand. In 2025, McDonald's has the highest brand value of any restaurant on earth. Over $40 billion. Starbucks, KFC, Subway, not even close. US brand awareness, 97%. UK, 98%. It is functionally the default answer to, where do I eat, for 2 generations of humans who were given Happy Meals as children. Beat. That's not marketing. That's conditioning. Visual. Competitor brand comparison graphic, brand value bar chart, golden arches iconography. The McDonald's story isn't about burgers. It never was. The brothers asked, how do we make food faster? Kroc asked, how do we put it everywhere? Sonneborn asked, how do we own the ground it sits on? And the modern McDonald's machine is asking, how do we own the relationship with 250 million people? That relentless reframing is why, right now, McDonald's brand value exceeds KFC, Subway, and Burger King combined. So next time you pull through that drive-thru, just know, you're not buying a meal. You're paying rent to one of the largest real estate companies in the world.